Hey everybody, and welcome to Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets. This is episode number 37, and in case you are wondering what the heck is Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets anyway, it's all about answering one big question, and the big question is this: how do we lose weight while still feeling great without cheating by taking dangerous supplements, drugs, or undergoing surgeries that could really hurt us? And how do we sort through all of the confusing information out there when it comes to how to eat and exercise for weight loss? Okay, so that's the big question. This Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets episode will have your answers. Now today, I'm doing something a little bit different. But before I get to what's different, I'm going to tell you about what we usually do and about how this all works. So, what the objective is here is to help you go from where it is you are to where it is you want to go, okay? Now, let's say we are in a body that is 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds overweight like this, and we're trying to get here to our ideal weight. What we're trying to do here is I'm trying to teach you the exercise. I'm trying to teach you the eating. I'm trying to teach you how to get and stay motivated so that when you learn what to do on the exercise side, when you learn what to do on the diet side, that you actually have the motivation to get started and stay motivated all along your path. Cool? All right, so that said, what I want you to do, if you have questions about yourself, what I would like for you to do is to ask them in the comment section below. Also, if you're getting value out of what I'm teaching you, I would like for you to like and share this with as many people as possible. This is free information to help people lose weight and get more fit, okay? So do that for me, and I would really appreciate it. Today, what we're doing is a little bit something different, which I alluded to in the beginning there. And what we're doing is typically what I do is I'm simulcasting, which means I'm talking to one camera over here and I'm talking to a separate camera over here, okay? Over here is our Altman Fitness public facing crowd camera, and over here is for our Altman Fitness members only crowd. And what I typically do is I talk to the Altman Fitness public facing crowd for 15 minutes, and then I switch over here and I do an additional 15 minutes for members only. Today is going to be a bonus episode for everybody, okay? So this is for everybody, and so I'll be staying with you guys all the way through the end. And what we're talking about today is we're going to be talking about the one thing that all achievers have in common, okay? So the one thing all achievers have in common. By the way, I want you to know that you are an achiever. Now, you are an achiever, maybe not in the fitness and fat loss, weight loss arenas of your life, and that's why you're here, and that's great. But there are things in your life that you've already been able to accomplish, right? There are things that you've already been able to achieve. And what we're talking about here is what all achievers have in common. I'm going to be taking through a step-by-step process for how to get yourself in the right emotional states so that you can always achieve, okay? So, what we're going to be doing is, first I want you to identify the problem that you have. So let's say for you it is weight loss. I'm gonna talk to you as we go through this today. I'm gonna be talking about one that I had to overcome again. So which is on time. Okay, I started getting to this place where I was saying to myself, I just don't have enough time to do all the things that I want to do. Okay, I was saying this. This is something I kept saying to myself. So, and I just was kind of like staying there. But what I want you to think is this for yourself. So you're going to be doing this with yourself. I'll be giving you my example as we go along. But first is to identify and to own the problem. So in my case, I had to identify that I was saying that time is what I don't have, and it's why I can't do some of the things that I want to do. Okay? For you, it might be I can't lose weight, and so you're identifying what is the problem. And a lot of times when we identify the problem, we actually make it bigger than what the problem already is. So in my case, I was saying time, and then I was going behind that and justifying the heck out of it in a bunch of ways. We'll get into it, okay? But the point here is you can't fix the problem unless you first identify what your problem is. Okay, what your problem is. You have to own it before you can control it. Now, here's some questions I would like for you to ask yourself, okay? And if you don't already have a pencil and a paper, go ahead and grab that quick. So I want you to write some things down here about how to fix these problems when they come up, okay? All right, cool. So here we go. So here's some questions. I want you to ask yourself, what are you in fact focused on? Okay? Are you focused on, when you think about your problem, are you focused on what's good or are you focused on what's bad? Okay? Good chance are you're focused on what's bad, okay? So we're just trying to bring awareness to this. Now I want you to ask yourself when you're thinking about your problem. So I want you to think about what your problem is. For me, it was time. When I was thinking about my time problem, my body position was, do you think my body, I'll ask you this question. How do you think my body position was? Do you think my body position was like up strong? Or do you think when I thought about my problem, I was kind of hunched over and feeling like kind of low and defeated around it? Well, I'll just tell you, I was like low. I started thinking about my problem and my posture would come down. I was a little bit hunched. I was feeling a little tense around it because, frustrated, if you will, about like my problem. And then the next thing I want you to think about is how are you breathing when you're thinking about your problem? Is your breathing shallow? Is it maybe interrupted? Are you holding your breath a little bit at a time because you're tensed up? Is it strong? Is it powerful? Probably not, right? Probably not when you are thinking about your problem, okay? So once you've identified the state that you're in, I want you to see if you can flip it around, okay? So if you're focused on the problem, what good can you see in the moment, okay? Focused on your problem, what good can you see in the moment, okay? The good I started to see was this with not having enough time. I started having a realization that, like, guess what? My time is the exact same as your time, the exact same time as the President of the United States' time, it's the exact same time as anybody else's time. Think about anybody that you know that's like crazy successful that you wish you just had what they had. Well, guess what? They have the exact same time that you have, the exact same time that I have. And that's one of the things that I was having to realize is that I have the exact same amount of time. Now, what if instead of when you were thinking about your problem, instead of being hunched down like this, what if you brought yourself into a strong posture? What if you brought yourself into full, deep breaths? What if your breaths were something like that, something more powerful? What if you took your chest, and if I go to this side like this, what if you take your chest instead of being hunched like this? What if you bring your shoulders back? What if you really got up tall? How would you feel then while you're thinking about your problem? It becomes harder to think about being in a bad emotional state, feeling sad, feeling overwhelmed, feeling depressed around it. When you have your posture up tall, when you're breathing fully, it's very tough to start feeling some of the things you were feeling around your problem, okay? Next, when we're thinking about a problem, I want you to do this. I want you to consider the consequences of staying where you were at. So we have this problem we've identified. I want you to think about if you stay in this bad mindset, if you stay in your poor posture, if you stay with your shallow breathing that you're being consumed by, I want you to ask yourself what that means for you, okay? When you're experiencing these negative beliefs, these negative emotions, what does it give to you, okay? Does it give you something good or does it give you something bad? Is it giving you something that's making you feel worse than you could feel? Chances are that's the case, right? What is it taking away from your life? Okay? What is feeling like that taking away from you that you could have? Is it taking away your happiness? Probably. Is it taking away your energy? Probably. Is it taking away you having a good mindset, a good attitude towards the people that you love the most, like your family, your friends, the people maybe you work with, probably. Now, when we're in these mindsets, like I was, we all have a story. And my story was that I have a lot going on. And probably anybody looking into my life would say, yeah, you have a lot going on. If you don't know, my wife and I, we have 3 kids. We have 1 on the way. We run this business in the building you see behind us. We run an online business. I run our investment company. We are launching a new business with Kelly. And our kids are involved in lots of activities. They're involved in dance. They're involved in soccer. They're involved in hockey. We have now a couple kids that are in soccer at the same time. So we have schedules that are going multiple places. And we have lots of things to do. We have employees to manage. I have clients to manage. I have things like this, Facebook Live to prepare for. There's a lot of things that are on the list. I have myself to take care of. I made it a personal mission this year to improve my golf game, and not only improve it, but to actually lower my handicap and just make a score under 80 before the end of this year. And I've hired coaches to help me do that. So I'm on a weekly basis going to see a coach and then practicing my new skills. And so see how it can maybe get easy for me to tell a story about how I don't have enough time. But a while back in November, my wife Kelly and I, we went to see Tony Robbins at an event called Unleash the Power Within. And at that event, I went there with a full intention to overcome my own problems, my own obstacles standing in my way for getting what I want, because I have a lot more that I'm thinking about that I really want. And so does Kelly. We have a lot more that we want to accomplish. We have a lot more people that we want to help. We have a lot more that we know that we have to offer. And so one of the things that I had to overcome during that time was the idea of that I don't have enough time. And so I had to overcome my story. That said, what I learned there is to change my life, I also had to change my story, which is something that we all need to do if we want to change from where it is we are to where it is we want to go, right? And the next step in the process for changing your story is this. It's simply to start to consider what are the possibilities, okay? So there was a saying that Tony had, which is, where your focus goes, energy flows, okay? So it's where focus goes, energy flows. And it's a really powerful statement because it's true that if you focus on the problem, that's where your energy goes, to the problem. If your focus goes to the solution, guess what? So does your energy. You start getting focused on the solution. So what I like to tell people that we work with in terms of weight loss, you guys included here right now, is that if you want to lose weight, you can't lose weight by focusing on the problem. You got to lose weight by focusing on the solution, by studying what people are doing that are fit, what people are doing that are of a normal weight and are of their ideal weight or their most optimized weight. What do they do on a regular basis? How do they exercise? How do they eat? How do they think every day to be able to accomplish what they're accomplishing to get what they want? So I just want you to start to feel the possibilities, consider the possibilities. What would life be like if you were already where you wanted to be, okay? How would you feel? How would you walk? What would your posture be? How would your breathing be, okay? When you're in your best moments right now, think about something that you've already achieved in your life, okay? Think about something right now. Think about something that you've achieved, whether it's maybe you achieved being a great mother. Maybe you're great at your career. Maybe you're great at singing. Maybe you're great at teaching. Whatever it is, you're great at something, I guarantee it. What's something you're great at? Now, when you're focused on that, how do you feel in those moments, okay? What do you focus on when you're thinking about the thing that you're already good at, okay? Now, while you're there, I want you to recognize when you're thinking about that, how is your body positioned when you're doing something you know you're great at? Let's say you're great at teaching. You're great at leading groups or something like that. How are you positioned when you're doing that? Are you down like this and you're talking slow and you're breathing shallow? Or are you up taller? Are you feeling more proud? Are you like projecting your voice? Are you doing things different? Of course you are. You're going to be doing things in a way, your body's going to be positioned in a way that coincides with that behavior, okay? You can attach this same kind of behavior to the thing that's currently your limiting belief, the thing that you're trying to change, the thing that you might be describing as your problem, okay? Now, what I want you to do on your sheet of paper right now is I want you to write down 3 words that describe how it is you are when you're in those moments, when you're thinking about, when you're in those moments when you are thinking about what you're great at, okay? When you're great at something, how are you feeling? A lot of my words that I think like are written right back there on the wall. They're also right over here on the wall, which are I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy. Okay, those are some of the things I tell myself. I tell myself a lot more, but those are 3 that I've been saying to myself for a long time. I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy. When I'm in those states, when I'm feeling good about myself, I am up in my posture, and it might just literally be a 2 millimeter shift from here to here. Just before I do this Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets episode, every single time, something you may or may not know that I do is I run up and down the floor, I get my energy going, I'm jumping up and down, I'm breathing really big, like this, and then I scream as loud as I can with my arms up in the air, wah! Like this, and then I pound myself on the chest, and that's the state I get myself in just before I hit the go live button, because before I'm doing this, what I'm thinking about is I'm trying to get myself in a state to give to you what it is you need to get from where it is you are to where it is you want to go. And when I get myself in that state of giving, the state of being strong, the state of gratefulness to be able to be here and to serve you, it gets me in the mood, the state of mind that I need to be in, and that's where I need to be so that I can transfer right through the screen into you to give you some energy to take your steps to what you do, okay? But the important thing here is for you to write down 3 words that describe you, okay? Write down the 3 words. I feel strong. I feel powerful. My breaths are big. Whatever it is comes up for you. Maybe your eyes get bigger, like whatever it is. It could be anything that's you, but write down those words. And then keep repeating those words to yourself, okay? Because as you repeat those words, you'll feel your power grow. You'll feel your strength come into you, okay? You're already starting to change. Now, so you're remembering a time that you really felt great, okay? I mean really, really great. Like when you've really accomplished something that's awesome, okay? Now, what I just showed you, like my anchor for when I'm feeling really great about something, I'm feeling like I'm in this state of mind where I'm really great, my anchor is I pound myself on my chest right here. That doesn't need to be yours. It could be putting your hands in the air like this. It could be anything, but you want to like do something. It can be, you can like grab your face, but getting the hands up like this is a really good one because this helps elevate the heart and helps you to feel strong and powerful. So it might be like, yes. You can say a word. Mine's boom. But even if you get past even if I don't say boom and I just hit my chest, boom, it automatically puts me in state where I'm anchoring these feelings. And I practice this every single day. And I want you to practice these things. Get yourself into the state, anchor it by saying yes, yes. Where figure out something that works for you. What I'm saying or what I'm doing for me may not work for you. That's cool, but just figure out what will work for you. But do something that gets you in a strong, powerful state. So again, arms are up. It can be like this, like it can be hand into the fist. Anything that makes you feel strong and powerful, make that motion, make it big, and say those words that you just wrote down on your sheet, okay? Because this is the key, you guys. When you can master your mind, you literally will be able to control your life, okay? And this is something you have to practice. I wish I could tell you that for me or anybody that I know that is an achiever type person, someone who's successful. I wish I could tell you that anybody that I've met is like really successful, that all they did is practice some of these things one time and then it stuck with them forever and they didn't have to do it ever again. Unfortunately, I can't tell you that because I don't know anybody. I know that that's not my path because every day I have fears. Every day I have doubts. Every day things come in my mind about, it might creep in my mind still about like the time thing. Although I have that one pretty much handled. But other things come up for me about what can I do, or, like scared to like put myself out there, maybe on a new webinar, or maybe doing this fitness and fat loss secrets episode. Like even coming in today, I had some have some doubts about like teaching this stuff. Can I teach it and really make you guys like get it? And so I have to like change my state. I have to practice these exact same things all the time. And another reason I'm teaching this right now is because I'm reinforcing it to myself. So as you learn these things, as you implement them for yourself, teach them to somebody, because teaching to other people is a really, really great way. In fact, I think the very best way to get these things really into you is so first you learn them and you'll understand them logically, okay? That's kind of a step one in learning. Then the next step is you implement. And as you implement, you start to do it. And at first, it might not feel great. You might not like be great at it. You may like if you choose to hit yourself, you may not like pop into like full, strong, unstoppable kind of a state. It takes practice. The first time you might do it, you might still kind of be feeling like some kind of a fraud, like you're kind of doing it, going through the motions. And if you're going through the motions, keep going through the motions, because the way you do it is keep practicing and make it stronger, make it more powerful. Yell at the top of your lungs. Do it all in, because when you're all in, that's how you really change. And the way that you will know it is because you will feel it, you guys. It's not by something that I'm telling you. It's something that you have to experience, something you have to feel on your own, okay? And when you're doing this, the reason this works is because you are literally making yourself into a new person, changing into a new identity. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and that someone knows who they are, about stepping out of an old identity and into a new identity. And that's why I'm actually doing this Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets episode today, is because of that conversation I had yesterday. It's so important that if you view yourself, let's say you're on a weight loss journey right now. Let's say maybe you're already say you were 100 pounds overweight at one point. Now you are 50 pounds lighter, okay? But you still view yourself in your mind as a fat person. Well, guess what your body's gonna want to do? Guess where you're gonna drift back to? You're right, you're gonna drift back to being the fat person, the fat guy or the fat girl that maybe you have been for a long time, or maybe that you always have been, or whatever the story has been that you've told yourself. So what we're gonna do now is this is the old identity you're leaving behind. That one is dead. We're killing it off. And we're stepping into this new identity, okay? The new identity is I'm 50 pounds lighter. Maybe the new identity is becoming I'm 100 pounds lighter. I am fit. I am strong. I am healthy. That's the new identity. The old identity was I'm a dessert girl. I'm overweight. I shop at the plus size stores. I go to the big and tall store to get my clothes. Maybe that's the current story you're telling yourself. The new story is different. And it's really important that as you're going through these steps, that you're creating this new identity. You are telling yourself who you are. You are anchoring it in. You are getting into a strong power state. You are saying yes. You're saying I can and I will. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you are giving yourself the instructions about what it is you're going to do and how it is you're going to do it and how it is you're going to feel, because it's your life. As far as I know, as far as I think all of us know, we only get one life in this body that you're currently in. So you got to make the most of it, you guys. Now is your time to seize the day and to make the rest of your life, starting right now, this very minute, the life that you design, the life that you're going to take control of, the one that you say, now is my time to get what you know you've always had inside and start bringing it to life. Okay, start bringing it to life. Start designing your own life so that you can take your own life to the next level. So you can let what's already inside you, this is not you being not you. This is you being the real you, the most authentic you, the you that maybe is buried inside there that's dying to get out, that you know is dying to get out. The thing that maybe you built a story around, like for me, it was telling the story about not having enough time. I'll tell you something that's That's still I'm still in the process of this, by the way. But something, one of the stories that I've changed around time is the one I shared with you earlier, which is we all have the same amount of time. That's a fact. That's a fact. At Tony Robbins, we did this thing where we stuck both fingers up our nose and we had to say it in the stupidest voice possible. I don't have enough time. And we would do this Kelly knows about it. We did this for, I don't know, an hour, maybe 2 hours straight, just saying to the point where now when I even say it now, I don't have enough time. It makes me feel like that's the stupidest freaking thing I can ever think about, because of course I have enough time because I have the same time that everybody has, okay? And so what that led me to is asking better questions. And a business coach said to me, it's not, stop asking the question of how do I do certain things? Because as an entrepreneur, I'm always trying to do everything, trying to know how to do everything, whether it's trying to know how to fix a toilet or how to fix a vacuum or how to do certain exercises or how to teach about diet or how to do, literally you name anything. I'm trying to figure out how to do it all, okay? So the question that I have to ask now, which is a much better question, is who can do this to move my business forward, okay? So if I need to, for example, edit videos, it's the question now that I need to shift from is not how do I edit videos, how do I do this, but who can I teach to do this, or who can learn, or who already knows how to edit videos so that I can free up my time and I can still get my thing that I need accomplished. So I still need the thing done, but at the same time, I don't have to do it. Or in some things I've already shifted this way, right? So if it's for example, it might be cleaning the floors here. A long time ago, we made a decision here that I was not going to clean the floor anymore. Kelly was no longer going to clean the floor anymore, but that we would get a volunteer staff to clean the floor. So the question that we asked was, who can do this? How can we accomplish it? It still needs to get done, but does it have to get done by me? Nope, it doesn't. And we all will have different levels of this depending on what's going on. At different times in our lives, depending on how much money we will have different abilities to afford different things. So the question might be as a general rule, this is the way things work with if you have money or if you don't. If you have money, generally what you don't have as much of is time. So you got to figure out these who questions to help you get all the things done in your life. If you do not have money, generally you have more time to do more things. So if you have less money or no money, you will have more time to do these things. As you get more productive and start getting more money, you will have less time. Of course, you have the same time, but your time will be filled up because you're doing things that are producing money. And then what you're going to do with your money is you're going to use it to leverage help into your life to do things. So let's say in your house, maybe you are right now, you are doing all the cleaning in your house, you're doing all the cooking in your house, and it takes a certain amount of time, you're doing all the grocery shopping in your house, and what you're going to do, say you start making some money, and then maybe one of the steps you do is you're going to hire somebody to do cleaning in your house. And maybe initially it is once a month, as an example. They're going to come in and someone's going to help you clean your house. So it's going to free up, we'll call that 4 hours, 5 hours of your time that now is leveraged because you exchanged your money for the help. So now you can use that same time to do something else to help you make more money, to help you lose more weight. Or if we relate it to weight loss, let's say initially you're going to be cooking all of your meals, which takes a certain amount of time. You got to go shop for them. You got to prepare them. You got to cook them. And then the next level thing would be you can actually buy meals already done. There's now a lot of services that will send meals right to your house. There's services that will send meals that are not cooked yet that you can order. There's services that will send meals to your house that are already prepared. You can even hire a personal chef. A lot of people, this is something that only celebrities can afford, but I'll tell you that most chefs that are working in the restaurants around you are making somewhere between $9 and $15 per hour. And in about 2 hours time can make a whole lot of meals for you for the whole week. So let's say if it's $9 per hour and you get someone into your house for 2 hours that are gonna make all the meals that you know are gonna support you in your journey, well, you're talking like 18, 20 bucks. So it's not like it's not a celebrity, superstar, ultra wealthy type of an expense. It's an expense that a way I like to look at it is it's an investment into yourself to get you what you want. Especially if you're someone that if you're a person that doesn't know how to cook or doesn't want to learn how to cook or doesn't like to cook or you don't want to take the time to cook, that can be a great solution for you. And even if you're paying $15 per hour, and let's say you're having someone prepare all the meals and it's taking them 4 hours, half a day in your house to prepare enough meals for the whole week for you, you're talking about, what is that, $60 for the week to prepare your meals. Now, depending on who you are, that may be like incredibly worth it, and it may not be quite where you're at yet. The point is, these are ways to leverage time to help get you what you want in your life. It helps change your story. Okay? So these are stepping into new identities. So sometimes, again, it's about asking, instead of asking Instead of asking how to do something, start asking who can do the thing that you need done, or at least who can help you. Like this Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets free Facebook Lives are here to help you for free. So all you have to do is invest your time, 30 minutes a week or 15 minutes a week over here, the Altman Fitness page, and I'm going to give you the solutions every single week, absolutely free. You can also go to my blog. There's also resources above this that some are free, some are for a very reasonable fee, making an investment into yourself that will leverage your ability to get exactly what you want, okay? So, to reinforce your new identity, here are the things that you need to do. 3 things you must do. You have to think a positive mindset. So like again, like if you want to use like the mantra I have back here on the wall, it is, I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy. If that one works for you, adopt it. I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy. I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy. And if you anchor that in, if you say, yes, I am fit, I am strong, I am healthy, and you keep getting that into and you keep thinking that, guess what? You become it. It starts to become part of your new identity. But thinking it's not enough. You have to also feel it. That's why getting into these strong physiological states, you have to get your chest up. You have to breathe deep. You have to make these kind of powerful motions. You can't say, I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm healthy. I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm healthy. It's not going to work, right? But if you say, I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm healthy, and you're up tall, and you're breathing strong, and you're saying it loud, you're saying it proud, then boom, you're going to get this into you. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel strong. And guess what? Again, you have to keep doing this over and over, and you have to speak it. That's the 3rd thing. You have to say it out loud, and the more powerfully you say these things, the stronger you say it, the more conviction you have when you say it. Guess what? You have 2 parts of your brain. You have a conscious brain and you have the subconscious brain. But as you say these loud, you say these strong, you say these powerful, and you anchor them into yourself, your subconscious brain starts doing this. And that's when you don't have to use willpower anymore to get yourself going and moving in the direction to make yourself change, because you literally are creating a new identity for yourself. You are right now, and if you do not have what you want, you're currently in an identity that's here. What we're trying to do, what you're going to do, is step into an identity that is here. This is the old identity, and we're gonna kill it. We're making this new identity. And you guys, you've already done this many times in your life, and I'll prove it to you. Think about when you were 5 years old. Okay, when you were 5 years old, you were still you, but you were a different version of you than you are now. And when you were 10 years old, you were still you, but you were a different version of you. Okay? When you were 20 years old, you were still you. You were a different version of you. When you got married, if you're married, you were still you, but you became this new version of you. If you're 30, you're still you. Guys, with me? You were always you. You're always you. But you're creating this new version of you. So what we're asking ourselves, who's the new version? Who's the 2.0 or the 5.0 or the 50.0 version of yourself? Where is it you're going to take yourself? Right now you're here, but you're going here. The gap in between, what we just learned today, is going to bridge the gap. It's going to teach you, it's going to put into you the very things that you need to go from where it is you are to where it is you want to go. It's the very things that I need. I still have a gap between where it is that I am right now and where it is I want to go. I'm practicing these things. I'm still on my own journey. I always will be. I can't envision a time that all of a sudden I'm going to be at a place where I'll be like, I've made it. Yes, I'm everything that I always wanted. No, it's never going to happen. I can't imagine that ever to be the case. There's always next level. There's always something more that I'm going to want. I'm going to want to be a better father. I'm going to want to be a better husband. I'm going to want to be a better human. I want to be a better giver to the world. I'm going to want to be better at a whole bunch of things in my life. I want to be better spiritually. I want to be closer to God. I want to be like all these things that I want to be better at. So I'm in this identity now, but I'm trying to shift it. And this is the process, you guys. This is the process. This is how you do it. And it's all about that statement I made earlier, where your focus goes, energy flows. So focus on, if we know that, focus on what it is you want. Not what it is that's holding you back. Not what it is that's where you are. But we are going to focus on what it is that you want and where it is that you're going. Put your focus there. Study it. Sign up for programs. Take in free information like this. Sign up for any of my programs I put out there that are for a fee. They're going to be more than worth it, I promise. I guarantee you, because they're going to help you take you from where it is you are to where it is you want to go. And that's what we all want, you guys. That's what we all want. That's why I hire a coach. That's why Kelly hires coaches. That's why I am a coach. I'm trying to help take people from where they are now to where it is they want to go. I'm also hiring coaches to help take me from where it is I am to where it is I want to go. And to do that, you want to find people, you want to surround yourself with people that are better than you in whatever arena it is that you're trying to go to. So in the case of the Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets, we're all trying to get more fit. We're all trying to lose weight. We're trying to be the healthier version of ourselves. To do that, keep coming here, keep watching, keep studying. Google search how to be healthy. Google search how to be fit. Google search how to be strong. And study the people that are that already. See what they do. Study them. Like, they leave clues, right? They leave clues about how they eat. They leave clues about how they exercise. They leave clues about how they think. Okay? Study them, emulate them, try to do what they do. Always model what someone else is doing first. Then you'll make it your own. You'll find your own custom solution then for that thing. What I tell people that sign up for any of our eating diet solutions is I want them to execute it exactly as I have written out. But then from there, they're going to customize it along the way, right? Like, so they do it in some recipes they're going to love, some they're going to hate. That's what's supposed to happen, you guys. That's what's supposed to happen. And then from there, we will customize and tweak. And then I want people to sign up again and again and again. Do different programs, read different diet books, buy everything that you can get your hands on to be a studier of the thing where you're trying to go. Because again, it's where your focus goes, your energy flows. And then you use the things we talked about in terms of changing identity. You're going to think about it. You're going to feel it. You're going to anchor it in to your bodies. You're going to speak it. You're going to speak it on a regular basis, every day, throughout the day. We're controlling what you're thinking, what your thoughts are. And then your new identity will emerge, and you will be the 2.0, the 50.0, whatever version that you're on of yourself. You still are you. You're going to be the new version of you. Cool? All right, you guys. That's it for this version of Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all because you all are showing up for yourselves in your own lives. You all are here because you're trying to change. And we're all on this journey together. So again, thank you so much. Remember that every single Wednesday at 10:45, I am live here to help you on your journey, going from where it is you are to where it is you want to go. I'm doing that by giving you the exercise solutions, giving you the eating solutions. Today we focus on the mindset solutions to help get you motivated and staying in a motivated state. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. And again, until next time, love you all, and bye for now. All right? Peace out. Bye.